We actually have rotating spheres now for the planet instead of just JPEGs.
So the Polaris galaxy, Tachyon owns all of it?
Yep. Ironic, ain't it? The one Cragmite they didn't vaporize comes back to oppress the galaxy.
Who is they?
Who? Are you kidding me? The Lombaxes vaporized the whole lot of them years ago, left the Cragmite planet nothing but an empty hunk of dirt.
All hail the Lombaxes! Saviors of the universe!
Attention, transport vessel. A bioscan reveals a Lombax life form aboard your ship. Stand by for immediate disintegration.
Get the Lombax! Nothing but trouble! Nothing but trouble!
Sir,
Fucking
if you
parrot.
jettison the excess cargo, you could increase your speed and evade capture.
I couldn't agree more.
Wait, Clank, no! For skydiving sections, just move in a circle and the missiles will never hit Ratchet.
He's touching down in Sector 1. All right, Chief. What can we do you for? Upgraded. Done and done. And all available drop-it units.
And already that upgrade is paying for itself.
Dropship touching down in Sector 1. Dispatching sentry.
Well, and we're already at V4 with the combustor. Yeah, you can see why I wanted to get that more raritanium upgrade. So also, this is the introduction of shields. If an enemy has a shield, your combustor won't be strong enough to destroy them. But your fusion grenades, on the other hand, can. Also, we now have Confuzzler gas. Confuzzler gas is basically your generic enemies will fight each other.
Welcome to the GremlNet weapon shop.
Let's see, I'm gonna use the raritanium I got to get the special upgrade for this. So now, whenever we fire the combustor here, every shot will leave behind little traces of fire that will deal damage on anything that they touch. You know what, I think it's about time I hyped this thing up. So devices, while many of them do not deal damage, I say many, there's a few exceptions, they are mostly used
Perhaps we should try using one of our
for
devices.
distractions.
A cloak cannon.
The Groovatron will make any enemy in its rays compelled to dance. And it even makes Ratchet and Clank dance. I love it. It's one of my favorite devices.
Unbar the pedway. Nothing gets through.
The Shock Ravager uses electrical current to neutralize shielded enemies. To perform a whip attack, press the fire button.
Yeah, the Shock Ravager is basically like the Plasma Whip, but without like the long trail of fire whenever we walk. It also... It's a pretty solid weapon, though. Also because, you could look at the top row there, it also has the more raritanium upgrade. But it, on top of it, has the more bolts upgrade. Meaning this is a great weapon for collecting bolts and raritanium. And it's decently powerful.
against an electrified enemy, Ratchet. Try a different weapon.
Okay, so yeah, if you go to chain strike it, basically you treat it like iframes. But there is one thing to note: there are some enemies who are naturally electrified. I think the Combustor still has a higher chance of dropping Raritanium than the Shock Ravager. Just personal thing there.
Here you'll experience the invigorating splendor of ziplining. Stand under the zipline and press the jump button to use it.
Maybe traveling with a nanotech deathbot.
A nanotech death bot. Oh, I guess they really took to heart our bluff about Clank.
All droppings move to the Skyway. The Lombax has hijacked an air tram.
Yes, I have hijacked an air tram.
Lombax sighted approaching the Sector 4 Skydock. All units move in to intercept. Welcome to the GrummelNet Weapon Shop. You're gonna need more Raritanium for that one.
By Plasma Beasts. So Plasma Beasts are our first deployable weapon. The way they work is they're actually amoeba.
He just took out 2 gunships. Alert the Emperor. Tell him we require reinforcements to snare the Lombax menace.
The Plasma Beasts are actually pretty good for dealing with groups because anything behind where the Plasma Beast hits will still get hit. And they're decently powerful. Though they do require you to have a little bit of control over the battlefield since they are really stuck in wherever you deploy them. They eventually do, I believe, have a mod to allow them to bounce between any bit of gel on the field, but even then, it really only helps if you are deploying a lot of Plasma Beasts.
Alright, Chief. What can we do you for? Upgraded. Done and done.
You know, the putting into the more Raritanium upgrades already paying for itself. In terms of devices, I tend to save most of my devices for, boss encounters. The reason I do this is just because some of them are pretty useful for boss fights, like the leech grenades give you a little bit more breathing room. I mean to do that.
He's activated the bridge to Sector 5. Send in a dropship immediately.
We might actually have a V5 weapon before we leave this planet. I probably could make that as a jump, but I'm not gonna risk it. Plus, there's more stuff up here for me to grab, including crates and raritanium. Now, where do we go?
Ratchet, those creatures are telling us to go
What
inside
the
that
fuck?
building.
Creatures? What creatures? Did you get your wires crossed in that crash?
Duh.
Clank, have you been modifying yourself in private?
Absolutely not. And I do not care much for your tone.
So yep, let's first quickly talk about our new pack mod for Clank, the Robo Wings. They will allow the owner to fly as long as they're fully charged. If you have motion controls on, this will use 6-axis, and oh my god, it is awful. It is a terrible experience.
The Longbox is airborne. He's headed for the Hall of Knowledge. The Lombax has penetrated our defenses and infiltrated the Hall of Knowledge. Lock it down and rub him out before he accesses classified information.
Talk more about these strange creatures later.
Boom. What do we look like? A bunch of chumps?
Also, yes, just like in every game since the first game, Ratchet starts with his O2 mask.
Any attempt to learn while on these premises will result in permanent confinement in Zordoom prison.
Any attempt to learn will result in permanent confinement? Really? There's one thing I could say I am kind of mad towards in this game, and that is the color palette for the menus. Because
this hall is protected by traps and puzzles so deviously complex that they will fuse your neural pathways should you even attempt them. For your own safety, turn back immediately.
Are you I mean, I think this says more about Tachyon. Yeah, because of the fact that it's all blue, it's kind of hard to see at a glance how close a weapon is to leveling up.
Attention, citizen. You appear to be more clever than we anticipated, but the security measures on this level of the facility are far more devious than the last. Spare yourself the abject humiliation of failure and turn back now.
I mean, come on. None of this is hard.
Attention, citizen. This is your final warning. The knowledge contained in this hall has been classified as a threat to the Empire. Any attempt to enter the Imperial map room will result in a very painful and irreversible death.
The gold bolt? I thought there was some Ruritanium up here. I don't think you actually have to raise them if you still have the gel. Yeah. I think you were supposed to get this drained. Thanks to the final mod that the Shock Ravager gets, it now has arc damage. Or chain damage. Which is very nice.
Great, we're trapped. So why did we come here again? Clank?
Planet Fastoon. Interesting.
Why?
Well, according to the database, it is a Lombax planet.
Oh shit!
Download the coordinates. We'll take the escape pod.
But Ratchet, the database also says...
Look, there's no time. Come on!